Coming up this week on the OK Bloomer podcast.
Blossom, regarde my blanc pantalons.
Don't know about the future. Don't.
They don't care about the future, because they live it in the past. Sal and Curtis are taking all 5 seasons of Blossom to task. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be weak in the knees. This show's got more range than Nick on the keys. Only gal in the house, and that's how she goes. One brother was a junkie, and the other one was. Weekly lessons coming fast in the Russo flat. Blossom's teenage girl problems are as big as her hat. So take your opinionations and make them shine. It's the OK Bloomer podcast, and it's about damn time.
Don't know. Don't know.
Season 4, Episode 4, Blossom in Paris, Part 4. Disney Plus says, Blossom moves to Paris to live with her mother. IMDb says, Blossom and Vinnie have a night out, with other dates. Joey and Anthony finally are forced to give up the package. Blossom's mother comes to the realization that she is uneasy with being a parental figure to Blossom. And TVDB says, Blossom must decide whether or not to stay in Paris with her mother.
Those are all over the place. I feel like the last one is probably the most accurate.
Yeah, they're getting lazy.
Disney Plus, what a
lazy
job on part 4 of this. She's barely in Paris. She's got one foot out the door. Like, what is
We've already
happening?
established she's not staying.
Yeah.
Like that's already off the table.
Yeah. So there's like a
mention. Can I mention?
Yeah,
I
go for
don't
it.
think there has ever been. I dare you. I defy someone to find another TV show where right off the top we have a 5-minute montage. There is no dialogue. We start with sax. It's a montage.
Oh yeah, we get some sick sax, Curtis.
And this scene is just off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense. It makes more sense that all of these aired in one night as opposed to like 4 consecutive weeks, because yeah, this would have been very jarring off the top, like if this was the start of an episode.
And I mean, I knew we were going to end up there, but I feel like they must have deleted a scene or two because clearly, no matter what's gone on, Blossom and Vinnie are both 100% back, committed to each other, want to get back together. And I don't know when that, I mean, for Vinnie, it kind of happened over the last couple episodes, but Blossom is just 100% back on board with Team Vinnie. So they've got these 2 poor dates that they're just completely ignoring. And they're just,
it's like back and forth. They're both like one-upping each other by like macking on their dates at the table. And here I was just like, how did Vinnie find, is this a hooker? Like, how did he find somebody so fast? He's been in Paris for 2 hours.
And to be fair, the girl he's with is like 100 times hotter than Blossom. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Guess when you sell your bike, it does things to you. But
I guess so.
They end up
He's
together.
determined.
Like, this is dumb. They just
Yeah,
end
so
up.
they
They
both
end up
start
dancing together.
Yeah, but there's like a weird like 90s love ballad. I don't know if this was a real song or not.
It has to be Melissa Manchester. This is all Melissa
maybe.
Manchester songs.
I didn't think about that. But yeah, so they start dancing with their dates. And then like their dates are doing this thing where like they're flipping them around and then they start eyeing each other.
Yeah.
Like they're 2 dates and then they just like bail on Blossom and Vinnie, like leaving them alone. So it's like they didn't do a very good job. I was like, is this High School Musical? Like they got Vinnie and Blossom got back together through a dance.
Yeah.
Like there's no words exchanged. It's like, it's so weird.
It's possibly the most bizarre thing I've ever seen on Blossom.
Yeah.
That had to do with like a major story angle payoff.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Blossom and Vinnie are back together here and they figured it out through interpretive dance.
And then they start making out, and we fade into Joey and Anthony. They're gonna toss the head in the river, and I don't know why don't they want to just give the head to the lady and get paid?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because they realize that she's a bad person and like something. I don't know. They don't really explain it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony is trying to give the mom the benefit of the doubt here to Joey, and Joey's like still refusing. And I was like, good. I hope they stick with this.
That's what I
like.
said
I hope
too.
they don't. I hope they don't have it where like Joey bonds with her by the end of the episode.
I was expecting
Like,
it.
yeah, same. Because yeah, she's like super. She really doesn't deserve to have a good relationship with her kids. And then they start fighting over it, and he's like, "I'm gonna leave you under the Eiffel Tower." And then it like zooms out, and they're both like right under the Eiffel Tower. And then that's where they see the schmuck and Jacqueline both off in the distance staring at them.
Well, first
And then they
cowboy schmuck is there, and then this car just like pulls up and Jacqueline
Yeah,
hops
that's right.
out.
Yeah. And then they start running up the Eiffel Tower in a crazy chase. And guess what else, Curtis? A fucking killer sax solo.
Also, with the electric guitar, like
Yeah.
Muzak version of the Johnny B. Good solo.
This is totally
You
the Don Rio band.
You cannot sue us for using the Johnny B. Good solo because it's not quite.
Yeah, this is totally a Don Rio joint right here. Like, this
Jacqueline
music
dressed
is
like a nun.
Yeah. And I was like, this is where I wrote. I was like, this is still like Looney Tunes or the Muppets. Like they're just getting chased by both of them around the Eiffel Tower.
We had no joke about 60 seconds of dialogue, and we jumped into another montage. It's been 10 minutes
Yeah.
of this episode, and 8.5 of it have been montage.
You are not wrong.
So they
end up
get to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, they end up getting cornered by both of them at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Jacqueline holds Tony hostage. Joey's hanging the case over the edge and is like, I'll drop it. I'll drop it. And then the schmuck pulls out a blow dart and hits her in the neck.
Totally unscripted.
Yeah. And we get
That's just
whoa!
schmuck being
And I'm
schmuck.
like, what is happening here? So it turns out that the schmuck is named Alberto Salazar, and he's part of Bolivian Secret Service. And this whole crew stole an artifact, but he soon realized that Joey and Tony were too dumb to be part of the conspiracy. So they were just being used as two idiots to transport it for them.
I really wish I would have known this was Jonathan Schmuck before going in here. I would have had so much more to say.
All right. Well, now you know.
Oh, you got to give me a heads up next time. I'll know next time. I'll be looking for him if he comes back as another character. Right. Yes, we get a complimentary trip to Bolivia.
Yeah, as a reward prize, and says that they're national heroes. And then they all just leave. They give him the artifact, and then they all just leave, leaving Jacqueline laying there unconscious on the Eiffel Tower with a dart in her neck. Oh my god. Just like
I don't even know what to think anymore. Like this
I don't.
The fourth episode is the worst of the run, which you think would be the payoff. But like I at this point I'm feeling dumb that I actually got invested in these stories and these characters. Like all the goodwill is gone.
I really didn't this whole time, and it ended even more ridiculous than I thought it could have. For sure.
They go back to the Russo house, and Nick is like, Six's mom, we can't bang anymore. Or she's like, we can't bang anymore. And he's like, okay. Then they start making out. Anything else to add to that?
So basically, Sharon's telling him, like, it's not going to work between them. And she's like, I'd really like it to. And I would like to leave that door open, like, in the future. And I took note of this and something that's said later on in this episode. I was like, I think this is just Rio talking out loud of, like, throwing out possibilities for ways to end the show. Like, I think he's looking for the end game here.
Nice.
And he's like,
wow.
maybe I'll leave the door open for Nick and Six's mom to get together.
Huh.
But yeah, they basically decide like it's not a good idea and they should just remain friends, but not before Nick has to, jump her bones one more time while they're still alone in the house. But Nick's like totally cool with it. He's like, oh, you just want to have like meaningless sex and call it a day? Like, yeah, sure. I'm 100% for that.
And we get this fucking rad cut to a tree. Too many cooks birch. You see that?
Yeah.
It starts at this tree, and then there's a slow tilt down from the tree.
Yeah.
And it ends with Vinnie and Blossom making out in front of this giant door.
Yeah, they're fully back together now. And then she talks about how she has to like sneak in so her mom doesn't know that she's been out all night with Vinnie. I was like, at this point, like, that she does not give a Like, why does this matter?
She lives in a cathedral. Like, where are they?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It's so
The
dumb.
door is like 15 feet tall.
Uh,
Yeah, so then Blossom just abandons Vinny in Paris.
well,
and
they
then
also
she
make a
gets-
comment. Sorry, they make a comment that she's wearing the same thing as yesterday.
Yeah.
So are they implying they finally like actually like?
I don't know. They don't like outright come out and say it, but
'Cause
like
that's the joke
again,
of dude. The next day you're wearing the same clothes.
yeah. But again, at this point, I don't know why Blossom thinks her mom's even gonna care. She's
Yeah,
already
for sure.
basically said like, aren't you sleeping with both of them? Like, who gives? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
See,
Blossom like sneaks in the house, and of course, the drunk hussy of a mom hasn't even been to bed yet.
I think a great twist though would have been is if they actually finally had sex in Paris, and then she was like, "All right, Vinny, like a minute," and he's like, "Nah, we broke up. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I got what I
Thanks,
wanted
Blossom."
finally." It was a bit more of
Yeah.
a commitment than usual, but yeah, I'm good. See you later, lady.
Yeah.
Huge heel turn. Yeah, no, mom. Oh, and we take the weirdest timed commercial break. I know that doesn't mean anything because we're watching on Disney Plus, but like they
Right.
commercial breaked between her going inside, didn't they? Like they cut to the tree and the tree panned down. We panned down to
I
them and they
didn't-
kissed for a bit, and then she's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go inside," and then it cut to commercial break. And I was like, "Why wouldn't you have taken the break before the tree?" I don't. It was dumb. And mom, to her credit, she's like, "I've been up all night worrying about you, and I finally had like a taste of what it's like to be a mother of a teenager, and I didn't like it."
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what she said.
She almost directly denounces Blossom as her daughter. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm really more of a friend. Like, I'm not good at this like parent thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. So Blossom decides that she has to go back, and the mother cannot get her out of the house fast enough. She's like, well, I'll help you pack if you want to go back. Like, when do you think you're going to leave? Oh, tomorrow morning? That's great. Like, just cannot get rid of her own daughter fast enough.
Mistakes are made here though, because they're trying to have a serious moment with Blossom and Maddie, and they're
Right.
getting way too close to Melissa Manchester, and you can tell that she's not a great actor. No offense, Melissa. when it's wide and she's doing her thing, it's fine, but she could not pull it off when the shot was here. It looked very
Didn't rock the close up.
no, it looked very high school amateur. So, and I didn't notice her being a bad actress until that moment. It was
Oh,
very
okay.
wooden, very wooden.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so this is where they kind of have the conversation like it's not going to work. And I said like after this, I hope they just drop it. I hope they drop it now with all the wondering about the mother like
Yep.
this is the official answer. This is like and again, maybe this is Rio just trying to, close some chapters here because he's looking at the end game for this show. And I feel like they gave her 4 episodes worth. So let's just end it now.
That's wonderful.
With
That's a
the
wonderful
mother.
way to think that he was already thinking of the finish line here. That's
It,
fun.
it just made me wonder.
Yeah.
It just
No,
really
that's
made me wonder.
It's a great observation.
So Maddie asks if she's just going to surprise Nick and show up at the house again. And Blossom's like, no, I better let him know because I don't want to walk in when he's banging some skank. And then she's like, well, you've got one more day left here in Paris, so let me take you shopping. And she ends up buying Blossom an Eiffel Tower on a stick. And then, yeah, so she's getting into a cab with Vinny and they're leaving Paris. They agree that they're going to keep writing. And then this is where she hints that, well, you never know. I may show up in Los Angeles. Again, dropping hints for like, maybe that's the future. Who knows?
And then she just walks away.
Yeah.
She doesn't even
She just
wait
like
for them
says
to get in the
goodbye. And then
cab.
and then she like does like this weird like wave behind her head. Like as she's like walking away, like doesn't even care.
They should have had a shot from the other side where she's that meme of who's the Iron Man actor where he's like, oh, who plays Iron Man?
What?
Who plays
Oh,
Iron Man?
Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a meme of Robert Downey Jr. looking like relieved. Like a
Oh
famous
yeah,
meme.
yeah.
It's
I
like,
know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was her making that.
Oh, for
and
sure
Did
it
you notice
was,
when
man.
they were trying to have a sad goodbye, she just kept saying wonderful over and over.
Yeah.
Like, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Get out of
Robbie
here.
Downer, Robbie Downer Jr. Robert Downey Jr. Yep.
Well done. So yeah, now it's Tony and Joey's turn to say goodbye to the mother. Joey still wants nothing to do with her here, and like they kept it all the way through.
Yeah, credit for them. This is where it said, no, 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 don't make these two.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And they didn't.
And
He's
they
just
did.
kind of like, yeah, bye.
Yeah.
They didn't make nice.
And they talk about they're going on from here to Bolivia as heroes, and there's going to be a parade and medals, and they talk about flying first class, so you know where this joke's going.
Wah,
Hard
wah.
cut to them in a rickety ass plane with goats and chickens, and yeah, on their way to Bolivia.
Yeah. Yeah. They arrive home, Blossom and Vinny, and I like Vinny now. They picked a lane, they stuck him in it, and
If they continue with this Vinny, then I'm all for it. But
For
if
sure.
it's like wishy-washy Vinny that they had in season 3, like I hope they just don't go back to that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? After all this. So we'll see.
hopefully
they
they
agree that-
checked a lot of boxes and they can move on from the Vinny sketchy talking about the mom, and we could just figure out what the last 2 seasons are going to be.
Right.
6 is in
We'll
the living
see.
room.
Yeah. Yeah, so 6 was waiting for Blossom inside. She asked what's going on, and 6 does her usual like quick talking rant, filling her in on school and other random gossip. I mean, it's great as usual. They say like they're happy to be back. They have like their moment, and then 6 leaves. Nick comes in, and she says she's going to give him the Reader's Digest of what happened and why she came back. And yeah, she starts going in about how the mom's not very parental, and Nick kind of says to her, like, I would have taken her walking out on all of us years ago as,
A clue.
that reason. But like, I mean, whatever. Like, Blossom had to go and figure this out on her own. And I think Nick kind of knew that. And he was secretly hoping that by allowing her to do this, she would come to that realization on her own. And she did. And the second reason that she's back is Vinny. So she's in love with Vinny big time. And Nick is accepting of it this time around. Yeah, they have like a nice welcome back moment. I don't know. Is there anything else in this scene you want to get into?
Absolutely. So
All right, go
he
for
wants her to give him the Reader's Digest version, which I think is the Coles notes or the Cliff notes, depending where we are in country or time. And yeah,
Correct.
she says it didn't work because number 1, Mom doesn't want to be parental. And Nick says, quote, I took her walking out on us as a clue, end quote. And yeah, get her, Nick. Get that scalp. Get her. Get her.
Right.
You were right. This is your moment. Second thing is
Absolutely.
Vinny, who did not ask Blossom to marry him.
Yeah, that was also something else I know.
I thought that's what was going to happen when they got back to the house.
Right. Or like yeah, that never happened. I did take note of that, and I forgot that the whole point of him going to Paris was to propose to Blossom, and he
Yep.
doesn't do it.
So we've got the mother character kind of written out. We've learned our lesson over the 4-part about how she just loves being a whore in Paris with no ties and doesn't want to be a mom at all. And
Right.
Nick's accepting of Vinny now, finally, after a season and a half. And now we figured out that Vinny's actually a good guy. He's all in on Blossom. He wants to marry this girl. Nick is banging 6's mom, which is going to be a thing later. 6 got her best friend back. Blossom got it out of her system. She wants to be at home. She wants to make a go of it with Vinny. So, of course, let's end in Bolivia.
Yeah.
Let's end
So,
with
yeah,
this sea story.
Yeah, so they get a phone call, and it's Tony calling from a bar in Bolivia. And he says they're stuck, and he asks Nick to borrow money. And that's the end of the episode.
And there's this weird girl dressed like a gangster making eyes at Joey from the bar, and that made me laugh
Yeah.
for some reason. They're in this
Yeah.
weird, and there's like a chicken on the counter. It
Yeah.
was kind of funny, but I'm like, really, we're ending with this after everything?
Yeah.
We're
But Nick and Blossom had their good like welcome back moment. I thought it was a good
Yeah.
moment between the
Yeah.
two of them. That wrapped it up. But yeah, so they end with Tony and Joey stuck in a bar in Bolivia, which is kind of funny.
I took a step back and I said, to be fair, Sal, these 4 episodes were like 70% there. It would have been a strong 2-episode run if they got rid of a lot of the crap in the montages. When it was good, it was really good, and when it was all slapsticky, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we
That's
doing here?
yeah, that's exactly what I wrote for our new segment called Whoa or No. And I said, I don't really know. I said if it was maybe 2 parts instead of 4, it would be a definite whoa. I feel like they were laying down some potential places to go from here. And I guess if the end goal is Blossom and Vinny back together, then sure. Like it was well done and well shot. And it was cool how they were all actually in Paris. A lot of it was very cheesy and
Mhm.
very montage heavy. But yeah, I don't know.
There
It was
was
okay.
I respect the fact that how much effort went into these. It was a big
Right.
deal. It was the season kickoff. They brought in Melissa Manchester. They finally explored the mom thing. They had fun in Paris. And I can see why they tried to add some levity, but it's not, I don't know. It just, I don't know how people were watching this in the 90s. Like, I thought those parts are dumb. I thought this show is
Right.
still the best when it's trying to be somewhat serious with a bit of humor.
Yeah.
I said this was about 70% there. I thought it was
No,
70%
that's
good, 30% bad.
I would agree with that.
30%
I would
not
agree
even
with that.
bad, just unnecessary. Like, why are we doing this?
Right.
Why are we having this storyline?
Right.
Like,
Just
they
so we
could
can
have
get the
just
schmuck his TV time.
well,
Gotta love
funny
the
thing. My
schmuck.
final note was, I'm watching the credits, and I said, "Schmuck, you let me down. You're supposed to be massaging these scripts, and these ones needed a full-on chiropractor." But it makes sense now. Schmuck was busy.
He was.
Schmuck was acting up a storm. Schmuck was after his Academy Award, his daytime Emmy or whatever else is his Grammy. No, what is it? What's
The
the like?
Daytime Emmy.
Yeah, sure. Schmuck
I
had
don't
it
know.
wrapped up. Gold, gold, Jerry.
Gotta love the schmuck, man. The schmuck can do no wrong.
I'm tired.
So
I'm exhausted.
this was a lot. It was a heavy undertaking. 4 episodes at once. Do you have
we
a
give
lesson out of all
hard-
this?
Oh,
Did we
what?
give a hard whoa or no?
Oh, we didn't.
I'm kind of right in the middle on this one.
Yeah, this
It would
is
be a
tough.
definite whoa if it was 2 episodes.
Making
Overall, I
it 4
didn't hate it.
episodes. I kind of want to give it a no.
Was it 3 woes and a no? I mean-
That's my comedy troupe. My Blossom inspired
and
improv group. 3 woes and a now.
Yeah. So
Maybe
Curtis,
if- Maybe if we can't decide if it's a whoa or no, it's a blossom.
Blossom.
Blast.
Who knows? Curtis, we've been to Paris and back now.
Yes.
What lessons have we learned? Hit us.
The people you hurt along the way when you get back to the one you love. That is my lesson. What happened to LaRue?
Wow.
What happened to the prostitute Vinny paid for? What I want a 5th episode from their perspective. How they just got chewed up and used and part of this just
Yeah, but they
cyclone
didn't, though.
of
They ended up
despair and
together.
hatred that was thrown together. They're like, well, I guess. Like, what crappy people. Hey, I need a date to make this girl I really like jealous. And poor LaRue is an absolute victim in all this. He did nothing wrong. And he got screwed. And we're just supposed to like sweep that under the rug. Like, who cares about these two?
Yeah.
You know? That girl could still be crying.
It doesn't matter,
Maybe
'cause
one of
Blossom
them
and
like
Vinny are
jumped
back
off
together.
the Eiffel Tower. They were so distraught. Right?
I wonder if that was like a fan thing, like if fans wanted Blossom and Vinny together. And they were like, we like them together. So they had to like go to all these efforts to like make it happen. Cause it really felt like things were finalized between the two of them in season 3.
Yeah. Because I could see
So.
I could see Don Rio and like talking to the fans and getting down there on the ground level and taking in people's opinions and writing accordingly.
Oh, they had feedback. They knew that Joey was the popular one. Like they must have known, like, what was hitting and what wasn't. But yeah, I guess
What did they
you're right.
say, Don? Oh, the kids in 1993 want more references to 60s pop music. Did they say that, Don? Oh, yeah, 100%. Little Bertha there, she said she wants to hear more Del James.
All right. Well, I got a few more
Penelope.
I got a few
Kids
more
want more
housekeeping things
schmuck.
here.
You have people in the house watching you do this? Is that what you
Great.
said?
Who, me? No, I said I got a few more housekeeping things to get through
Oh,
here.
sorry. I
if we
thought you were like,
wanna-
I gotta go. There's people in the house. I was like, yikes.
No. We got the
Well, that's
pit.
my
so-
lesson. What happened
All
to
right.
these? I want to hear stories of these B characters. We should go back and tell the backstories of all these famous episodes of sitcoms where B characters just got completely screwed and written out.
I mean, you might, but I don't, and that's why we call it the pit, because there's a lot of people in the pit.
All right.
In the
give
pit,
me,
we
give me a
have.
second to shovel a few more feet in the pit for all these people.
There's a lot of names. There's a
All
lot
right.
of names over these 4 parts. We got Elizabeth, which I don't know who that was. We got Laurent. Nikki Cox was apparently in this episode as Cynthia.
Nikki Cox.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, you know who she is if you look her up.
Okay.
She's in the pit, and I went back and couldn't find her in this episode. Frank and Louie was like Stephen Root and the other guy as the 2 sketchy guys with the package at the beginning. The 4 girls or 5 girls that 6 was interviewing to be her new friend. Mary, Jennifer, Darlene, Susan, and Wendy, played by Brittany Murphy. And Jacqueline Renault was the one who wanted the package, who got shot with a blow dart in the neck. Those are all of our pit members. We have some notable people that I wanted to point out throughout these episodes. Eric Rio was an airport clerk.
That's
son-
the third Rio. Hold on. Is that
Son of
related?
Don Rio. Yeah, son of Don Rio.
No.
Nepo
Family
hire.
affair. Family
Nepo
affair.
hire. Jonathan Schmock. He played the waiter in season 2. We all know who he played in this one. He comes back at the end of season 4 as Mr. Johnson, and he appears once more in season 5 as Mr. Johnson as well. We already said Melissa Manchester played Maddie Russo, and she appears a bunch more through season 4.
Really?
And once in season 5. And get this, Curtis, not RIP to Rhonda and Buzz. Both
Not?
of them come back in season 4. No RIP. They are not in the pit yet.
I'm kind of
We got some-
excited. It's fun.
We got some Rhonda and Buzz coming.
I'm now that I know like the show is on its decline, and like you pointed
Right.
out there, they have to start thinking about wrapping this up. I'm actually that adds a level of excitement. Like, what is
Right.
the last time we're going to see the mom? What is the last time we're going to see Rhonda Joe? What is the last time
Exactly.
we're going to see Buzz?
Yeah,
Who are
I'm
these
wondering
new
if they were
characters
thinking
they
like
bring?
season 4 was going to be the end, and then they ended up doing one more because,
Yeah.
like, as I said, it really felt like they were laying a lot of groundwork to end the series here.
That's a really good takeaway. I never even thought about. I just feel like I'm going to be doing this forever. So I was, but there's that
Yeah.
the sliver of light.
I mean,
at
it
the end
does
of the
feel like
tunnel.
it sometimes. Yeah. Awesome, man. We did it. We went to Paris and back with Blossom and the gang.
I was really hoping they'd be more fun to make fun of, or like, but wasn't a lot going on. It was like montage, and then necessary dialogue, and then montage.
Yeah.
And the no laugh track was also weird. It just
It was odd.
yeah.
But I think we're back to normal starting next episode, and our intro's back. Our beloved My Opinionation is coming back.
I don't know
So
if I
we-
could do the show without that.
I know, man. Well, we got
We would
we got a
have
lot
to
to be
get a
thankful
new
for.
instead of no, I don't that played it. Here comes the intro.
maybe we'll come up with something different for season 5. We'll see. Oh, also, I didn't write this down, but I got a bit of a bone to pick with the Phenom here.
Uh-oh.
I got a bit of a
Phenom.
bone to pick with the
Phenom's on
Phenom.
blast. What did you do?
Phenom promised me that season 3, well, he promised both of us that season 3 was the longest running episodic season of the show, but season 4 has 28 episodes.
So this was when I was assuming that we were gonna do the 4-parter as one episode, which in that
Gotcha.
case 3 is the longest. But since
I'll-
we're doing
I'll
this
let
as
you
4 different episodes,
all
4 is
right,
the
I'll let you
longest.
off on a technicality. How about that?
Should we mention that this is gonna be episode 69?
Oh, we passed 6, 7.
Oh
Wow.
no!
No,
we
we
missed
didn't
it.
do it.
We missed
We
it.
missed it.
That
That was our
part 2.
chance, and we missed it. Ah,
We could have been topical.
Oh, so many number jokes this week. So many numbers.
Good stuff. All right, we did it.
Next
That
up,
was a marathon.
Season 4, Episode 5, Transitions.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for things to go back to normal.
Me too.
Not
Let's
a lot
see
of
what
meat on the
shenanigans we can get
meat
into.
on the bones when they go to Paris.
Don't know.